Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Our next major update coming up here in Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 is of course going to be the Season 1 Reloaded update, or the mid-season update for the general season. Obviously, Season 1's launch introduced a bunch of the seasonal content in the form of some of the new weapons, the battle pass stuff, new maps and modes, obviously the Warzone integration as well. But coming up with Season 1 Reloaded, we've actually got a ton of content and a bunch of gameplay updates already confirmed. And so today we're going over everything we already know and everything you need to know about the Season 1 Reloaded update for MW3 and Warzone. As we get into the details, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always seriously appreciated. Much love to everyone who takes the time to do so. And if you're new to the channel or you simply haven't subscribed yet, around 50% of viewers watching are not subs. So if that's you, would love to have you join us on the road to 1 million subs. And every day I got you covered with news, updates, patch notes, everything you need to know about COD is right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, as far as the time frame goes, technically part of the mid-season update is going to be going live here in just a couple of days time actually, but the majority of the update, the bulk of the update, and the true title update itself is going to be happening in early 2024, as was confirmed by the Call of Duty blog. I would imagine this is probably going to be late in the second week of January there, after all the devs get back from their holiday and New Year's break. So early 2024 is when we have this update slated for as of now. Of course, as we get any official dates, I'll be sure to keep you guys informed in some future videos. Now, usually the majority of the in-season updates that we see listed on the roadmaps or in the blogs are for the mid-season update or the Reloaded update. This time around, though, we have a few different things dropping ahead of time, one of which, of course, is the Santa's Sleigh Ground event. This just kicked off this past week with the actual on-menu event, where you can go through and do a few specific challenges between multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, and get some fun, festive, special rewards there. Then also, we obviously have like the Sleigh Ride Resurgence mode available in Warzone. We've got some of the holiday and Christmas-themed maps in Warzone, some decorative stuff going on in zombies as well. So even though this isn't a part of the Reloaded update, it's a part of the in-season updates, obviously just ahead of time when it comes to the actual Reloaded update itself. But then between all of the various modes, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, we've got some specific changes coming up with Season 1 Reloaded, and then also some universal stuff as well that'll be available across all game modes too. So for the multiplayer side of things, initially we do have a new 6v6 map dropping in the form of Rio. So we'll have this to stack onto the new 6v6 maps that we got at the start of the season with Meat and Grease, and that'll be our third and final 6v6 map for Season 1. We'll then see 3 more drop in Season 2 further on down the road. We're also getting a bunch of new modes in multiplayer as well with Season 1 Reloaded, and it's very possible that some of these end up dropping before the Reloaded update as well. They just say in season, so some of them may be reserved for Season 1 Reloaded, others may be dropping, you know, in the coming days. We could even see one of these live by the time this video goes out with that classic COD timing. But initially, a mode called Vortex is going to be dropping, and this is going to include 3 alternative versions of multiplayer maps. We're going to have Spore Yard, which is Scrapyard. We're going to have Satan's Quarry, which is Quarry, and we're going to have Tetanus, which is Rust. These are all alternate versions of these maps with very different lighting and different like tones on the map. And basically within the Vortex mode, there is going to be one player who has a ray gun from zombies, and that is like the boss, if you will. And if you take out the person who has the ray gun, you then get the ray gun and you try and go on your streak, and then the person who has that at the end of the match is deemed the victor. Definitely will be a very fun mode to mess around with in multiplayer. We're also going to see the return of Infected, of course, a classic mode in multiplayer for years now. Same deal with Headquarters, that'll be returning as well, and Team Gunfight, which is sort of self-explanatory with the title there. And then guaranteed for Season 1 Reloaded, we are going to see the debut of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer ranked play. This is going to be led by Treyarch, and that'll be coming with the new year. So if you're more into the competitive side of things, that'll obviously follow the CDL rules set and everything there, and you can grind your way up to top 250 with that. For zombies, honestly, not all that much happening with Season 1 Reloaded. Really, the only guaranteed mid-season or in-season update is our new Warlord, Dakabi. So that'll be happening with the Reloaded update, but that's about it. We might see some new storyline stuff tethered into that, but as far as major content goes, not much happening there. Most of that just happened at launch, obviously, as we know, with Act 4 and the Dark Ether Rifts and everything like that. Hey everyone, it's holiday season, and if you're looking for the perfect stocking stuffer or gift this year, look no further than G Fuel. Whether you're trying to treat yourself this holiday season or pick up something for some friends or some family, G Fuel's got you covered with a little bit of something for everyone. Whether you're trying to restock on your favorite flavors, maybe try something new, they got the tubs, the starter kits, even just some straight up shaker cups if you're looking to grab a new one of those. If you want to pick up anything at all from the G Fuel site, be sure to go ahead and throw in code WHosImmortal at checkout for that nice little discount. Link for that will be down in the description below if you're interested. Then on the Warzone side of things, for the specific updates here, we are going to be seeing the introduction of the new Champions quest. So the Nuke Challenge will be returning for Warzone now, where you win those 5 games in a row, you get your Champions quest, you try and detonate a nuke in a match of Warzone. With this, we are going to see a new reward, a new nuke skin, a new operator skin that Ravens actually already teased over on their Twitter. And alongside that, the actual Champions quest itself is getting a function update where you can actually steal the Champions quest from the squad that gets it. So if you have the Champions quest yourself, you load into the game and you start it, and your team gets taken out, whatever team takes you out then has the chance to pick up the quest and do it for themselves. I don't think it's something that's going to drop over and over and over again. It's just whoever takes out the nuke squad first, they end up getting the chance to steal it, and if they fail, then it's just done for the match. But definitely a cool alternative to that, as opposed to what it was in Warzone 2, where it was just one and done. We also know that in-season lockdown is going to be returning for Warzone as well. This should be taking place on Vondel specifically, so if you're not a fan of Plunder directly, but you want that more casual experience, Lockdown is going to be coming back in Season 2, so we've got that to look forward to. Then, as mentioned, we do have some more universal updates coming. This is primarily in the form of weapon updates, so we do have some new weapons dropping in Season here. The Tac Evolver could very easily be coming before Season 1 Reloaded, just because the preview image for this, the new LMG, is on Holiday High Rise, and with the holiday event obviously happening in just a couple of days, it's possible that that drops early. However, we also know we have the HRM9 SMG, and this will be coming in season via an armory unlock, so that should be coinciding with Season 1 Reloaded. We also know we're going to see plenty of new aftermarket parts. A bunch of these have been detailed on the Call of Duty blog. We're going to see the Jack Bullseye, which is a low-profile dot optic. We're going to see a glassless optic, the Jack Signal Burst for the Holger 5.56, which makes it a 4-round burst gun, the Beholder rifle kit for the Tier, which makes it like the Outlaw from Black Ops 4. So lots of conversion kits and aftermarket parts coming there. And then, of course, with Season 1 Reloaded being a mid-season update, we're going to see plenty of actual weapon tuning and weapon adjustments made as well. Sledgehammer did also confirm already on the multiplayer side of things, it was going to be a lot more like fine-tuning and in-depth weapon updates, so probably changing things around a lot more on like a specific scale. So changing the recoil plots a little bit to balance out guns and make them you know, a little bit tougher to use to match them up with other options, or make them easier to use to make them actually competitive. Maybe changing a little bit more of the damage multipliers to make a gun feel slightly better or slightly worse. It'll be a lot of very specific changes rather than more broad ones like just simply decreasing the long-range damage or something. I'm sure we'll see plenty of that too, but they did specify they've got some really detailed patch note updates coming for weapons in Season 1 Reloaded. So overall, this update does seem to be pretty promising across the board. Decent content for, you know, pretty much everything there. Then, of course, plenty of actual gameplay updates and patch notes that'll be revealed much further down the road when Season 1 Reloaded is actually here. We are going to see, I'm sure, some official announcements and some reveals and teases for the update and all the content to come. And once we see that stuff, you guys know I'm going to have you covered right as it happens. So stick it here for that alongside everything else going on in the world of Call of Duty by hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this one, do me a favor, drop a like on the video on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.